Flash came back another hit, and today we're playing some more Final Fantasy 16. So, he's off instead of continuing to play, even though by this point, though, some news, apparently, from part 5 up to now, those streams have just not happened. They just haven't been uploaded to my channel. I have part 1 up to part 4, but everything from then to now is not here. I don't know what happened. I did get a video of mine taken down recently for something that I will admit was my fault. I should have watched better, but I know that had nothing to do with my Final Fantasy videos, so I don't know if it was that strike, or well, it wasn't a strike, it was just a takedown. I don't know if it was a takedown or if it was, I don't know what it was. It was definitely something, but as it stands, really it's just a matter of picking up where we left off. I'm not too worried about it. If you really want to know what happened, a YouTuber I really like, I can't remember the name of him, but a YouTuber I really like already made a video detailing the entire story from beginning to end. I haven't watched it because I'm still playing, but there is somebody out there making content like that for the sake of catching up people like you who may or may not miss a lot of lore thanks to whatever YouTube is doing with my streams. But there's been a 5-year time skip. Sid, yeah, and now we are in the process of destroying the Mother Crystals, keeping up with his legacy. We just beat Hugo Kupka, and we are now moving into what I assume is going to be stopping the next Mother Crystal. I wouldn't know, but we're gonna see how this goes. So yeah, let's continue. It's been like 3 days. It feels like it's been a month. I'm gonna turn on my fan. Turn it down to the lowest setting and pull it over here. It's fucking unplugged, god damn it. Alright. Without any further ado, let's continue Final Fantasy 16. I don't know how long I'm going to be streaming for. This could be the average 2 hours. This could be an hour and a half. I don't know. But I do plan on at least getting a substantial amount of story done. Before that, though, I have a side quest to do. But before I do that, let me see if that's the only side quest I have to do. I'm going to go look at the alien reports. They're down here. And see if there's anything I may have missed on my comeback. Sorry if I sound tired. I've been a little off for the past 2 days. I really need to work on myself, my sleep, that's really, I need to sleep better. But besides that, I don't think I'm doing terribly. I could be doing a lot worse, but I'm fine for now, just kind of tired most of the time. Oh, it is summer, so I have the excuse, but even then I'm gonna try to work on it. But yeah, so it's maybe more chiller, quieter stream unless something crazy happens that makes me shoot myself into the stratosphere. Money in the Bank happened today if you're a wrestling fan. It was okay. I'm very upset about the men's Money in the Bank match, but I think the rest of the show is alright. The main event was pretty good. That's about it. And Io Sky, that was good too. I'm glad she won. Nope, just these two. Well, just this one. And judging by it being a hideaway quest, this is either going to be me walking around the hideaway, talking to NPCs and finishing it, or killing something. So, let's go see what Doris here has to say to us.
Do you have a moment, Sid? A team of curse breakers has gone missing near Northreach.
Which team?
Coles. They were sent to liberate a carriage of bearers before they could be smuggled to market. They were moving in for their assault when the carriage was attacked by goblins. A curse breaker managed to release a Stolas amid the confusion, but this was days ago. They should be back by now, but I've heard nothing from any of them. I can't help but worry that...
They know the work is dangerous, but I'm sure they're fine.
But what if I've got them all killed? Before they go out, I always remind them why we're doing this, what they escaped, and what we're freeing people from. But I never really thought how my words might affect them. What risks they might take because of the things I've said.
I'll go and find them. We'll both rest easier knowing they're safe.
Thank you, Sid. The plan was to enslave her somewhere in the Dragon's Eyrie.
That should be enough to go on. If they were there, Torgal will...
Goblins. I've seen this weird influx of goblins in this game recently, from the ones that we killed in the flashback to ones of the different side quests that we did earlier and another one now. Do no harm. Huh. There you are. I missed that. I didn't see it. Down in the infirmary. I'll go grab that.
You have the look of a man with the twins upon his shoulders, Rodrigue.
Talia has tasked me with removing a Cursebreaker's brand. But it's my first time and I don't think I can do it. I'm afraid of what happens if I fail. You survived, I know, but here as many die as recover. Is it really worth the risk?
You don't need me to answer that. You know full well what we're fighting for. I hope as much as you that one day bearers can walk among others as equals. But until that day, a brand is a burden, and we must lift that burden in order to go undetected. The operation may be dangerous, but it's also essential, and we undergo it willingly.
I know. I still wish there was some other way. But griping about my lot helps no one, I suppose. Don't worry. I'll do what must be done.
I know you will.
Unfortunately, the first thing that needs doing is the preparation of a draft to dull the pain. Something I can't do with the infirmary's ammonia supply so low.
Just tell me what you need.
You'll go? Oh, thank you. No one knows Herblore like Taya, and she swears by ammonia for easing pain. It's simple enough to find, if you know where to look, and fortunately for you, I do. Along the river near the village of Amber over in Rosaria.
I will do this at the same time, but I'm gonna go kill those goblins first and then come back here because this is closer to the hideaway. Just following the quest marker. I've always loved this place. This looks phenomenal. I'm surprised that PlayStation hasn't exploded just from being in the areas. I miss this game though. I know it's only been like 3 days tops, maybe even more. Gal, which I don't know what I expected.
Get me back on my feet.
Hello, Cole.
I'm glad you're in one piece.
Just about. Sid, if you don't mind me asking, what are you doing here?
Doris sent me to find you. She hasn't heard anything since the attack. She's been worried about you.
I sent a runner to the Dame in Northreach. The hideaway should have learned of our survival yesterday.
Well, I'm here now. And it looks like you freed the bearers.
Only some. The rest locked themselves in the slaver's carriage rather than fleeing when they had the chance. I want to help them, Sid. But we're barely in any state to protect those few we did save.
You made the right decision. Now where's the carriage?
The goblins may still be out there.
You have duties to attend to here. See to the injured. I'll handle the rest.
All right. Just follow the path to the south. You'll come across the carriage soon enough. And please, hurry.
I won't let that happen.
Thank you.
Don't thank me just yet.
Actually, no, I have skipped when you said hurry because now Sid seems like Clive. Yeah, seems like an asshole. You know what I mean? not gonna judge him. That's a big fucking guy. Alright. Let's make it work with the classics, shall we? Forgot how to play this fucking game again. And boom. Tickle did not work. Help! No, oh god, I am so rusty. I could tee up. Okay. Do that. Slowly coming back. Oh, well, that worked out in the end. Give me that. Jeez, Clive. Right, come on. There we go. Get fucked. Trying to feel better pressing these buttons. It's slowly coming back to me. It's still alive, right? Okay.
Who are you?
A friend. Are there any more survivors? Why didn't you flee with the others? If the goblins had made it through that door, you wouldn't have stood a chance.
Why should we run? One miserable death's no worse than another.
Perhaps. But we're here to give you another choice. Freedom, safety, the life you've been denied. Come with us. Let us protect you.
Sid, I couldn't just let you... You weren't too late then. Thank the gods.
This man risked his life to save yours. To give you a second chance.
Fine. Do with us what you will.
What we'll do with you is take you to safety. After that, it's up to you. Your lives are your own now.
You can leave the rest to us, Sid. We'll get everyone back to the hideaway.
Thank you. I'll let Doris know we're expecting new arrivals.
Nice. Okay, now before I do that, let's go gather some ammonia. You know, the more I look at that word, the more it honestly begins to sound like a real leaf or herb or miscellaneous healing item. But then I see what kind of game I'm playing, I'm like, man, these guys understand.
Now for those herbs.
These guys understand what it takes to make a super fake word sound semi-believable. I'm gonna have to fight these things, aren't I? Please just back the fuck up. I just want to gather the herbs and move on. I have story to play. I have Hugo Kupka to try and kill again.
With blue flowers. I hope it's the right one.
Oh my fucking fuck. Oh,
For a while.
you know what? I don't have to fight you.
Hopefully this
Ah,
will
fuck it.
mind.
XP is XP. Come here. I gotta get used to holding up people. Have I talked about how much ass this specific song kicks? Love this track. Whatever awards Soken's gotten has not been enough, clearly, because this guy just keeps dropping bangers. See ya. Alright. Turk, Jesus. Turk, calm the fuck.
You alright, boy?
Alright, hideaway time. What's this guy going on about? Just got one of the craziest techs on the planet. This shit only happens when I'm playing Final Fantasy, sort of guy.
Sid, welcome back. A Stolas from the Dame arrived not long after you left. If I'd just waited a little longer, I might have been able to deal with things myself. Or maybe I wouldn't. I keep making the wrong decisions.
Cole and the others got home safely. You made exactly the right decision.
No, I was lucky. I've been tracking that slaver for months, and then I sent Cole and you after them, woefully unprepared. What kind of leader sends people into danger without considering all the risks? I should have urged... to caution, told Cole to be wary, to pull back at the first sign of trouble.
We swore the same oath as you, Doris.
It's good to see you safe and well, Cole. I'm sorry.
With all due respect, we Cursebreakers don't risk our lives because you commanded of us. We risk them because we believe in our cause. No one with doubts ever joins our ranks. The agony of removing the brand more than sees to that.
We all know how much bravery that takes.
Cole, I never doubted your courage. Only my ability to see it put to good use. Thank you for your faith in me. I'm not sure I deserve it. I sometimes wonder if I might prefer to risk death alongside the others than ask it of them. But I'm a Cursebreaker. I swore an oath too. I have a role to play, and I must trust that I'm the right one to play it.
You will. In time.
It's 4th of July weekend, and I know that because I hear fireworks outside. I looked out my window while the cutscene was playing, I couldn't see them, so it's even the point. Anyways, let's go hand in this Ramona. Save a couple more curse breakers. And then collect our rewards. You hear that? You hear that? And then it's off to more story.
Too much trouble finding the ammonia.
I saw one. I saw one. I saw one. I saw one as it was fading away in the sky. I saw one, so I'm completely satisfied now. However, my dumbass about to say they should have done this earlier in the morning.
And more than I was
These are
expecting.
fireworks. What the fuck am I talking about?
I dare say the patient won't feel a thing. That is, unless I...
You'll do fine. Taya trusts you, which means I trust you. The hideaway would be lost without skilled physicers like yourself.
Thank you for the kind words. Truly. But... I'm sorry. I'm still terrified. The brand is more than just ink on flesh. It's a death sentence. Milk of the wyvern tail lurking just below the surface of the skin. One ill-conceived incision, a single slip, and the poison fouls the patient's blood. Failure means death, and even success means tremendous pain. Days of agony as the wound heals. I became a physiker to help people, not to kill them. I don't want to kill anyone.
Cursebreakers lead hard lives, and the operation is only the beginning. They toil in the shadows, risking life and limb, knowing their efforts will win them neither glory nor acclaim. And yet we never won for volunteers. Why do you think that is?
Conviction? They're willing to die?
They're willing to fight. To give their lives to create a world where people like us can be more than mere possessions. I know your work isn't easy, but neither is going under the knife. Be a shoulder for your patients to lean on. Stay strong for them.
You sound like Taya. Do you know what she once told me? It's natural for a patient to feel like they're suffering in solitude. And it's a physicist's duty to see that they don't. Thank you for helping me remember that. I won't falter. Not again.
W. Alright. Let's look at some rewards. From the woman whose name I forgot. I think her name is Dorothy. I know I'm wrong. What time is it? It's only 9 p.m. It barely just turned 9. Desiree, I wasn't completely off. There's a D in there. Patron's
everything
Whisper.
we've received and everything promised.
They say there's your menu to be loaded for your beasts and bandits. We'll use like those is otherwise let's see if package from the market, chocolate and I think.
Come again. I may have more for you.
Do I have? Yeah, I have new stuff that I gotta read.
Yeah. What's everyone whispering about?
The little ones have been up to their old tricks again. Jill looked white as a sheet when they brought her.
Hello. Kieran?
Is it business or pleasure?
Not a damn thing for me here that I would need. Whoa. Charged magic. How do you have that? Automatically charges magic spells and maintains the charge to the cast. That just sounds kind of cold. Wait, but like, wouldn't that fuck up my burst attacks? I think.
You're rubbing me blind, you know.
I apologize for happening at Rosalind. I fear it might have been had not you, Gavin, Torgal fought so fiercely. Once again, you were there when I needed you most. For that, I shall forever be grateful. Seeing the city I had once come and knows my home, reduced to fleeting rubble, has left me with much sadness in my heart. It is time for looking back to beyond us. We must focus on the here and now. Our memories will be waiting for us when this is all through. Legend. Alright, let's talk to Gav. Quite literally the goat.
It's all right.
Yeah, I cut off his hands. I'm pretty sure I won't have anything to fear from him again unless they give him Magitech hands. shit. Does Magitech exist in this universe?
Clive, where have you been? I've been wanting to ask you something about Torgal. Where did you get him, like, in the first place?
My father brought him back from one of his expeditions into the Northern Territories. They were crossing a snowfield when they heard his cries, and, seeing no sign of his pack, they took him in.
What do you reckon, Holmes?
It certainly adds weight to the theory. Clive, I believe that Torgal may be no mere hound, but a rare frostwolf, an animal native to the far northern reaches of Valisthea. In one of our oldest bestiaries, I found reference to a frostwolf who served as guardian to an ancient queen of the north. Such was his mastery over ether, he could cast magics on command. His name was Fenrir.
Fenrir the Frostwolf.
Now, the annals do not state it explicitly, but I have reason to believe this queen was a dominant of Shiva.
Wait. People can... Oh, yep. It's a thing that Clive can do. So, okay, alright, okay.
A girl from the Northern Territories and her faithful hound. One awakens as the dominant of Shiva, and the other...
You're saying that Jill granted Torgal his powers?
What?
Just like Fenrir. People called him my hound, but Torgal and Jill were inseparable. He grew up as a faithful companion to the dominant of Shiva, and years later, his powers awakened, just when his master needed him the most.
You're right. If it weren't for Torgal blasting those bastards to Kingdom Come, Jill would have been for it.
Quite. Though Torgal's power is his own, his latent birthright as a frostwolf, it had only to be unlocked.
Oh, get you, Torgal.
You're an even finer hound than we thought.
And regarding your original concern, you need not fear for Torgal's health. Why, the beast has the appetite of a behemoth. Just this very morn, I found him with his nose buried in my nuts.
The silence after he said that was crazy, huh? I'm gonna be petty and screenshot a couple of the things that they've been saying, because I missed it. I had to save clips so I could go back and get the screenshots. So Torgal's a frost wolf. Frost Wolf Torgal is crazy. Torgal is a frost. Okay, so that means that if that is the case, and Torgal is a frost wolf who had his powers awakened by Shiva, what I'm collecting from that is that maybe, potentially, the former dominant of Shiva, who had Fenrir under her, passed her powers down to Jill. And then it just so happened that Torgal was the one who was to be found and brought back to Jill. Which means that this could have happened to any Frosthound, but if I'm correct, who was the person that gave the power of Shiva to Jill, and why? Also, we haven't seen where Jill is from. I want to go to a snow area, thank you.
There you are! I've been looking everywhere for you. Bernard's here. I need you to introduce us so we can get to work.
I shall be a moment.
Isn't it brilliant?
It is.
Well, I couldn't have done it without you. You and everyone else. But I promise I'll pay you back. I'm gonna work my fingers to the bone for you lot. Starting right now. Just you wait. I'll make wonders like this world's never seen.
Then I look forward to seeing them. Now that that's settled, I wonder if Vivian's made any progress tracking down Kupka.
Alright. Fuck my knee. Let's do it. Actually, what is this?
Thanks for letting me do this, Clive. I'll pay you back, I promise.
What is this? Gonna be something we can use eventually, bro. Well, it is gonna be something we can use. Ah, fuck. Seeing branded kids hurts my soul.
I think I'll wait till mid's away to take a tour of him.
Alright.
How goes the hunt for Kupka?
Largely in circles. We have myriad sightings of strange soldiers in unexpected places, but nothing definitive as yet. If only we knew for certain by what route he left Rosalith.
Well, keep at it. If anyone can piece this puzzle together, it's you. And I'm willing to wait as long as it takes.
What? Here?
Would that be a problem?
Do you know, Clive? I believe it a mercy that you didn't inherit your father's throne. Your poor people would surely live in fear of you.
You have nothing to worry about on that front. I won't be claiming his crown.
That is a relief.
Clive, have you got a minute? We, have a guest.
A guest?
For your trouble.
It was a pleasure, in hindsight.
Uncle Byron? Clive, my boy! Tap a cask and stoke the ovens for your favourite uncle is here!
Clive is about to go through some of the most incorrigible secondhand embarrassment I think we'll ever see a Final Fantasy protagonist go through. Byron's just gonna be loud forever.
The Dalmekian government sues for peace. How shall we respond?
If they're willing to accept their fault in the matter, I see no reason to refuse them.
Still, we must insist on substantial reparations. Twinside stores are not as bottomless as reported.
Aye, and we have many more mouths to feed. We shall just have to have the Dalmex empty their treasuries for us.
Of course, none of this would have been possible without your timely intervention, Prince Olivier.
Indeed, I doubt any of us would have had the courage to trade words with the mighty Titan, nor less the wit to win him over.
The Empire owes you a great debt.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you, Your Highness.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you.
Very good.
Now, let us come to the question of precisely when the Dalmex will withdraw their troops.
Dion's fire could rid us of them in mere moments. The men of the Fist will not withdraw until a peace treaty is concluded. So let us keep the negotiations open, give them time to gather what gold and trinkets they can, and once they deliver that which we demand, parchment.
Your Radiance, were Prince Dion to take the field, the enemy would surely send their own dominant to meet him. And while His Highness would of course prevail, there would be heavy losses on both.
You need not fear Hugo Kupka. He is engaged on the Western Front. Even were the Dalmex to send for him, he would not arrive in time. As much as I would enjoy witnessing a clash between Bahamut and Titan, it is not to be.
And what of your subjects, Your Radiance? If the fighting spread to the city proper, the people would bear the brunt of it.
There will be losses, it is true. Yet for every citizen who falls, another can be bred. For every home that burns, another can be built. The Empire will live on. Dion?
Yes, sire.
Prepare for battle.
But sire...
Do not make me repeat myself. Return to your camp and await my orders.
If that is your wish, Your Radiance, I shall depart at once. May Gregor forgive you.
Dion is about to become a goat. I thoroughly believe that. He is seeing right through his father. Well, his father? Yeah, maybe. I think. He's seeing right through the Legion King of Sandbreck? I'll use King of Sandbreck. He is seeing right through the King of Sandbreck. He is seeing right through Annabella. He is seeing right through Olivier. Dion is seeing through all of their bullshit, and he's only fighting because they're making him fight. I believe if Clive doesn't kill him immediately, Dion's gonna turn on Sandbreck, and he's gonna become a goat because he has a primal. He has Bahamut. Dion's gonna do some crazy shit. I don't know what it is about him. I've always liked his design. I think his design, the fact that he's a dragoon who controls a dragon, has always been sick. So I've always liked Dion in concept. But with this, he's about to hit goat status. I feel like Dion's about to hit GOAT status in a couple hours. I feel like he's about to hit GOAT status. I like to imagine he's never trusted Annabella, because if I remember, after Clive was forced into Sandbreck, Annabella remarried to that guy in the throat. I don't know his name. What's his name? Wrong controller. Sylvester. Yeah. Dion is his son. Yeah. Okay. Dion is seeing right through Annabella and Sylvester, and I know full well. I know he's seeing right through Annabella and Sylvester, and I know full well that in a few hours he's going to become a goat because he doesn't want to do this because he cares more about his people than his father does. I imagine he's never trusted Annabella because she married into the family after forcing Clive to become a soldier. And now we're getting into the meat and potatoes of the consequences that are coming from everything Annabella's done, and furthermore, the stuff that Sylvester plans to do. This is going to be crazy. I'm seeing either a sacrifice or a full team switch in the near future. Dion's about to do some crazy shit, man. I hate this bitch. The Elliot White flag as a symbol of the Holy Empire of Sandbreck. Dion's about to hit GOAT status. Thoroughly believe that.
What do the astrologers augur?
The stars are in agreement, Your Radiance. The shadow of treachery hangs over Prince Dion.
So Annabella's tales were true. You disappoint me, Dion.
What on earth is Uncle Byron doing here? Only one way to find out.
Olivier is going to become really important. I don't know what it is they're doing with him, but Olivier is going to do some crazy shit. Imagine if Olivier is half Bahamut, half Phoenix, half Ifrit or some shit. Like one of the most powerful, if not the most powerful dominant in the universe because of his relation to Annabella and Sylvester and Clive. I think you pull some shit like that. Or it's just a whole new primal. It's just Behemoth. That'd be sick, actually. Speaking of Behemoth, we haven't seen a single one this whole game. It's a little concerning, actually. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna believe that. Until I see what Olivier is all about, I'm just gonna hold the theory that Olivier is secretly a dominant, and he's the dominant of Behemoth. I'm more than likely completely wrong, but who knows?
Well, fuck me. Never thought I'd see the day Lord Byron Rossfield of the Seven High Houses came to tea.
That's my uncle, yeah, thank you. You had to drop the last name and everything.
Ah, my dear nephew. How I've missed you.
How did you find this place, Uncle?
Through the good offices of young Sir Wade. He really is the most helpful fellow. As are you, I hear. The Guardians and those they freed tell the most outlandish tales of your heroics in Rosalith. Which is why I came, to learn the full truth of the matter. Sort the fact from the fiction, so to speak.
You were working with the Guardians of the Flame to evacuate the people of Rosalith to Port Isolde.
I was, aye.
Then I have questions for you. Please, come inside, Uncle.
Gladly. You there? There are 2,000 gold talents in those chests. See that they're added to my nephew's coffers, would you?
2,000?
And I'm afraid that is all I know.
A fleet sailing south past Port Isolde. Most intriguing.
Forgive me for not being able to tell you more. I hadn't the faintest idea Kupka withdrew wounded from Rosalith. Still less that my own nephew dealt the decisive blow.
What do you think, Vivian?
I think, with this news of the Dalmekian fleet and recent reports of the Royalists' movements, that the final piece of the puzzle has fallen into place. Come here and I'll show you. It is known that Kupka's forces entered Rosaria via its unguarded coast. So can the same be said of your visitors from Waloed? Certainly her Royal Navy is famed for the efficiency with which it bears her knights from one battlefield to the next. And in the Einherjar, or Black Galleon, she boasts a vessel nigh as swift and every bit as feared as the kingdom's legendary cavalry. A fitting flagship for a land apart, her naval presence being crucial to her ambitions beyond Ash. Yes, it seems safe to assume that the Royalists did indeed enter Rosaria from the sea. So then, had you a vested interest in Titan's survival, whither would you take him? Why, home to Drake's Fang, a place rich enough in ether to conjure the magics needed to mend his hurts. But would that not entail an arduous voyage around the southern cape? Let us say that the Royalists did put ashore with a mind to spirit Kupka away from under your very nose. Could that truly have been their plan for him? To load him aboard one of the ships flying Republican colors sighted off the coast near Port Isolde. To spend weeks at sea, being tossed hither and yon by unforgiving waves, his life hanging in the balance. No. The journey would mean Titan's death, and Kupka's faithful creatures would not allow it. So what then was the plan of our Waluda friends? Reports suggest they made not for the coast, but for the desert. And by cutting through the Velcroy, a party traveling light would have Titan back in his bed days before a galley could lurch into port. To wit, it was the Royalists, not the Republicans, who effected Hugo Kupka's safe retreat. I would stake your life on it.
So it was the Waluders who spirited the wretch away. Now I think about it, there was something a little strange about the ships I saw. The men seemed almost crestfallen, as if in mourning, as if they believed, or were made to believe, that their master was dead.
You have a keen mind, Lord Rosfield. And you have your answer. To find Kupka, you have merely to follow the Royalist trail across the Velcroy. It may well have gone cold by now, but as they say in the Republic, all roads lead to Drake's Fang.
Allow me to accompany you part of the way. As luck would have it, I had intended to journey Canberward on business after visiting you here. The Fang would be but a short detour.
I'd be glad of the company. Give me a moment to make ready. I need to tell my friends what we've learned. And where we're going.
Very well, but be quick about it, my boy. Time waits for no man.
Alright, we're off to a desert to go find fucking Kupka again.
Otto.
Oh.
Kupka's at Drake's Fang.
That, yeah. Drake's, we're going to Drake's. We're going to kill a crystal again. Killing a crystal. We're killing a crystal.
I'm not going there to destroy the mother crystal.
Oh, okay.
All I'm after is Kupka's head.
But what if you were?
I won't risk any more than I have to.
But what?
I promise.
But what if you were? What if it was like a collateral damage thing?
The Lanza and the Fang are all Kupka's personal fiefdom. You have any trouble on the way, you ask for Rosina Dalamil. Some call her the Desert Hare.
Who is she?
An old associate of Sid's, and only Sid's. All I know is the name, and that they used to meet at the Dalamil Inn. We've heard nothing from her since he died. But I'm thinking maybe the new Sid might be able to bring her back into the fold.
Thanks. I'll keep that in mind.
So, what about your uncle? I mean, he's welcome to stay, but...
Don't look so worried. He'll be coming with me.
Thank fuck for that.
Gav, Otto, I'm leaving you two in charge.
You can count on us.
So is Jill not coming?
All right, Uncle. I'm ready to
I guess Jill's not coming.
Shall we?
We shall. Come, let us away to adventure.
I already bought all the potions I need. It's a matter of not sucking at the game on my way there. Oh dear, the Velcroy Desert, northwestern Dalmatia. A vast arid sea of sandstone that has been slowly consuming western Dalmatia since time immemorial. Let's go find ourselves a Hugo Kupka. A Titan, some would say. That's a fucking tornado. That's a sand tornado. I am worried now.
I was a young man when last I walked this path. There's an old trading post not far from here. The road to Drake's Fang leads through it.
The trading post it is.
Alright. Let's get a move on. Off to a trading post, I suppose. I wonder how good Baron fights. You know what? He needs to walk.
Good girl.
Now, I was gonna say this.
Our destination lies over that dune, beyond the ruins.
I was gonna say this earlier.
It's all too easy to lose one's bearings in the sand.
Helldiver. Ah, I love that franchise. God fucking damn it. Can't move Ambrosia. I was gonna say this earlier, but I'm 99% certain that this is actually really bad for Torgal, considering he's, you know, ice. Alright, fucking Jesus. Kyle! Oh. Bitch! Da, 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 da. Tried it. Good shit, Torgal. I might just sorry, I might just walk the whole way. Byron.
Many years ago, when you were just a boy, you and I rode this way together, accompanying your father on a scouting expedition to Drake's Fang.
He let me come with you.
I'm not surprised you don't remember. It was just before Joshua was born. You were so eager to be there when your brother arrived that you whipped your chocobo too hard on the journey home and fell from the saddle. I shall never forget how Elwyn fussed over you as you sat in the sand, bawling like a babe.
This reminds me a lot of the one starting area in Amarang from 14, Shadowbringers. Where Teslim showed up. That small bit back there underneath that fallen monument was what reminded me of that.
Ah, there she is. The good old Dalamil Inn.
Palm trees. I should have expected such a thing.
It's given me quite a thirst. Quick drink before we press on?
That's not a fucking illusion. Why didn't we bring water, actually? Why didn't we just bring water with us? Okay, wait, hold on. So, we'll bring water into a fucking volcano, but we won't bring water into a desert? Okay. Alright.
Look, there. Those are Ashen steeds. No doubt about it.
And such a long ride from Stonehair. Our Waluda friends must be soothing their saddle sores in the inn. Shall we join them? Run along and play now, Torgal. Dogs aren't allowed inside.
That's one of the coldest shots in history. So they're able to have chocobos. Just say, oh wait, no. Well, yeah, okay. But what is Torgal gonna do? Who knows? Who knows? Also, I was gonna say this earlier. Well, right after this cutscene, actually, scarves that have hoods attached to them automatically make you one of the coolest motherfuckers in all of history. I just have to say that if you have a scarf that has a hood on it, and like it. The coldest motherfuckers of all time. I got a better shot here. Coldest motherfuckers united.
day to you. Eating?
Sorry about my pal. He only talks when his mouth's full. What do you recommend?
Well, if you're after something light, we do a fine chocobo soup with lentils and honey.
2 bowls of that, then. An ale.
Right you are.
Hey, girl!
Coming!
Your pal?
Would you rather be my squire?
Your Grace, it is plain you are not yet well enough to travel. If you would only let me take you to someone who can better attend to your ills.
No, we must press on. Prince Dion has returned to his camp and will soon depart for the front. I must speak with him at all costs. Miss this chance and I may never get another. You do understand that?
Yes, Your Grace. But you must at least agree to take your medicine. I'll fetch you some water.
Keep watch, they tell us. But all I see is sand.
I hear they got our guest back to the Fang without any trouble. We'll be leaving soon enough.
This is some crazy camera work. I got thrown off a little. This is some crazy camera work.
All this way just to save that blockhead skin. We'll never know. Dominant or not, he's a bloody idiot.
That'll be Cooker, then.
Well, let's get this down us. We've a long way to go.
Hey, you.
Uncle?
Sorry.
Can you walk, Your Grace?
What's wrong?
I fear trouble may be brewing downstairs.
You two are travelers, are you not? Me and my companions are strangers here. Perhaps you'd be good enough to accompany us a while. Help us find our way.
Sorry, lads, but we've got business in camera that can't wait.
Ah, I'm sure you could spare us an hour or two. Friend.
That voice actor better have gotten paid extra for those sound effects alone. That voice actor? Byron's voice actor. My apologies. Alright, let's run that shit. Why'd you pull your hoods on? Oh my god. Byron! Okay, I thought I was gonna... Let's run it.
Try it.
Bravo, my boy! Just like that!
This is the closest we've gotten to Joshua and Clive seeing each other. They're in the same building, going to the same place, technically. They're...
For your trouble. Word of advice, miss. That soup could do with a touch more salt.
Now's our chance. Your Grace?
I'm fine.
Clive? What is it now?
It's nothing. Let's go.
didn't know where to find Kupka before, we do now.
The Royalists said it themselves. Their guest is in the Fang. We should press on.
Ah, they've closed the road. And it's the only way from here to the Fang. It would seem Lord Kupka is not accepting visitors at present.
We have to get through that gate.
Not by force, I trust. We've attracted quite enough unwanted attention already.
By guile, then. Perhaps the Desert Hare can offer us her aid.
Rosina Dalamil, woman of mystery. But how will we find her? We know naught of her but her name.
And that she was working with Cid. Cid's other collaborators have all been people of means, the wealthiest and most successful members of their communities. I'll wager this Rosina Dalamel is the same.
That would certainly help to narrow the search. We need only inquire as to who is in charge of the town.
And that's exactly what I mean to do.
Clive was so close to seeing his brother again. He was that close.
Good day, my lord.
He was fat close.
Thank you for your custom.
Wait. Okay.
Fare you well.
We could just beat their ass. If there's not really anything stopping us from just
Crystal
beating their ass.
delivery's over. Get back to your homes.
We could just beat their
Anything
ass.
I can help you with, travelers? Allow me. My good man, we represent one of the oldest and greatest trading houses of Port Isolde. We're seeking to expand our business in the region and would very much like to make the acquaintance of Dalamil's leading entrepreneurs. If only we knew where to find them.
Well, we're best known for our baths, our markets, and our smithies. I suppose you could do worse than start your search at one of those.
Thank you. You've been most helpful. Oh, you wouldn't happen to know a lady by the name of Rosina Dalamil, would you?
No, I can't say I do.
Well, thank you all the same.
How's a trader expected to make a living if they close the roads without so much as a buy your leave?
Hanging lanterns, keep the darkness from your...
Dalamil is famous for its spas, its markets, and its smithies. Somebody at one of those might be able to help you.
What do you want? Can't you see I'm busy?
I won't keep you long. I'm looking for someone. A woman by the name of Rosina Dalamil. Do you know her?
Never heard of her. Is that all?
One more question. If I wanted to find the richest trader in town, where would you recommend that I look?
Well, that's easy. The Briar's Kiss. Won't find a finer smithy this side of the strait. The owner's only a young sprig, but he's got all the right ideas.
The Briar's Kiss, you say? Thank you.
I doubt this young sprig is the person we're looking for. You said Cid's contact was likely to be an influential sort. Influence comes with age and experience, believe you me.
Mummy, I want to play with the crystal. How many times do I have?
Can I help you?
Yes, I'm looking for a woman by the name of Rosina Dalamil. A long-standing pillar of your community, I believe, from old trading stock.
Then you should ask further. He's been here for years. Knows the place and its people like the back of his hand. And he's in with all the old merchant families. Try the baths. That's where you'll usually find him.
Thank you kindly.
Alright.
Well, it sounds like we have our map.
Perhaps.
Perhaps it's crazy.
Let's go and find out exactly what this Furter knows. Excuse me. Are you Furter?
How'd you pick him out like that, Clive?
Can I help you, travelers? I hope so. You've lived here for some time, is that correct? Do you know Rosina Dalamil? We believe she may be a trader of some renown.
And what business do you have with the Desert Hare?
She was a close friend of mine. I was hoping she might be able to help me.
Very well. Go to the bordello. I'll arrange an introduction.
What was Torgal doing waiting around that corner?
Do you think we can trust him?
Only as far as I think he trusts us.
So you're the ones who've been sniffing around.
I beg your pardon?
Don't play the fool. Stick your nose in our business and you're likely to lose it.
Got it. Hell yeah. Just beat this specific guy's ass. Look at how well that worked out. Bro, we need not to beat this guy's ass that bad. Clive, his health bar is already empty. Clive, please, his health bar is already empty. Clive, his health bar is already... Oh. Oh, what the? Okay. Alright, dude. His health bar's already empty, or maybe not, brother. You can't just yell that in the middle of a place like this, Clive. Hey, kick that guy's ass. Damage over time. Damage over time. Okay, so it's not slaying them or festive. It didn't kill them. Damage over time. Damage over time. That's why I have 3 of those abilities on my hotbar. Never mind, they're fucking dead.
Who are you working for? Him or her?
Him. The boss. He wanted us to test you.
Though one could hardly call that a test.
Lord Furder?
Look what the cat dragged in.
Your skill with the blade is rare indeed, my lord. A fitting talent for an outlaw.
You know who I am. So what now? Call in the Men of the Rock and collect the bounty?
That isn't my decision to make. Our work is done. Take him to meet his precious Rosina. She will be interested to make his acquaintance.
Yes, my lord. To the Lock of Leisure, then.
To the Lock of Leisure.
Why do they say leisure like that? They're British. That's why they say leisure like that.
Made from the stoutest stoneware.
Fresh bread, warm from...
Once you go flat,
Yeah, have a taste.
you never go back. What? Elaborate further. Okay. Sick, dude.
Is this the place?
Lubor's Forge. The Briar's Kiss.
Ah, so it was the young sprig after all. So much for Rosina Dalamil being a woman of experience. How wrong I was.
It was an easy mistake to make, Uncle. After all, it must have been years since Sid last saw her. Sorry, him. Whoever this Lubor truly is, he's clearly a man of means. I'd say he deserves our respect.
See that he gets it. Lubor, Lord Furder told me to bring them to you.
My boys tell me you're in need of assistance. Sid the Second.
I won't waste your time. I need passage through the south gate.
Tell me, what do you think is a merchant's most important commodity? Why, trust. Everyone knows that. Without it, you have nothing. And nothing is exactly what you have. And so, for you, I, too, have nothing. I'm not in the business of helping every lost puppy that wanders in off the street. I'm a busy man, as you can see.
Let's leave this mummer to his farce.
By all means. Find someone else to help you on your way. Just be sure to tell them you're not the two travelers from the inn the guards are looking for. Don't want them jumping to conclusions, do we?
Why, you...
So, what do we need to do to earn your trust?
I like this one. Willing to do whatever it takes to get what he wants. Ha! Men like you have a special place in my heart. Why, you ask? Because they get me what I want. Always.
Fine. So what do you want?
Don't tell me you're going to listen to this swaggering scruff.
We might as well hear him out. It's only natural that an ally of Sid's would seek assurances of strangers. Assuming he is an ally, of course. 5 years ago, he would have still been a boy.
And yet even then I had more good sense than a man, 5 times my age? But enough of the pleasantries. We were speaking of what I want. I want you to put an end to the trouble in Dalamil. Return to me when you have done so, and you shall have my aid. Until then, I bid you good day.
What trouble? If you're going to give us orders, be clear about them, damn you!
Manners, Greybeard. One catches more damselflies with honey than with vinegar.
What did you call me?
My apologies. A word of advice in recompense. Follow the crystals. Oh, but that was 3. Oh, I'm making this too easy for you.
Ha! It will be easy. Solving his little riddle should be like dealing with him. Child's play. Let us divide our forces, Clive. I'd rather not drag this parlor game on any longer than we need to.
All right. Good luck, Uncle. I thought we were the only ones causing trouble in Delamil.
Okay. This is gonna suck. I'm probably gonna complete this, see what we have to do next, and then stop. At least for now. Because we're about to hit the... We already hit the hour 30 mark.
A deposit.
Information, my good man. Now, listen carefully.
Needed
to a silken soft.
You wouldn't believe how much you gave me. What can I do for you, soldier? Need that sword polishing?
What?
I'm not a soldier.
Ugh, then be off with you. I serve the men of the Rock and the men of the Rock only.
You have an agreement with them?
Don't be stupid. I just know which side my bread is buttered.
Fair enough.
Don't want to be stuck under some pauper when they come knocking. With pockets deeper than Zemeckis and an urge to empty them. No, just leave, will you? Before you scare them off.
So this is gonna do something to the Rock then. She understands the assignment. Don't be stupid. I just know which side of my bread I want buttered. She fully understands the assignment. Let me save, actually. I don't know why. I just have this sudden urge to. Okay. Just look at the D, you stupid fuck. I'll tell it to myself.
Do you have a moment?
Depends what for.
Just a question. Dalamil seems to be thriving compared to the other villages I came through on the way. Is there a reason for that?
Well, we're a stone's throw from Drake's Fang, for one. The soldiers guarding the Mother Crystal and the shipments need a place to spend their hard-earned gil. The men of the Rock throw their money about like there's no...
Thank you. Don't let me keep you from your work any longer.
Alright, sorry about that. Let's continue. I may end a bit earlier than usual and just call this like part 1 and part 8, and then instead of part 9 it'll be a continuation. I doubt I'll be hitting 2 hours. Maybe, because it's almost 11. It's 10:40 right now.
Excuse me. Is it true there's been trouble with crystals of late?
You've heard, then?
I've heard rumors.
Damn thieves. Pilfering the crystals that were meant to fill our cups and light our stoves. Us common folk have hardly had a shard to share between us these last few moons. And it isn't as if we can buy them on the black market either. Whoever's taking them, they aren't sharing.
I think I'm starting to get an idea of what's been going on.
The people are being robbed of their crystals by the military.
They'll probably be back at the inn by now.
Sounds pretty realistic.
Why is the tavern shut?
It's you, the one who broke all our furniture.
He kicked one
What do you
table.
want? Haven't you caused enough trouble already?
He was instigated.
My pal. Have you seen him?
The gentleman who was with you? Yes, he's upstairs, but...
Thank you. I'll go and fetch him.
Where's this motherfucker?
Let me treat you. I'm pretty flush these days.
How are you now?
What does that mean? What do you mean by that? Oh dear. Byron's about to get assassinated.
Will this suffice as a deposit?
By the sands. That's a black pearl.
One of the many treasures in my collection that I would be only too happy to part with, should you give me reason to do so.
All right. I'm sure that we can come to an agreement, but not here.
What are you doing, Uncle? Care to explain why you're giving gifts to Kupka's men?
Bait, my boy. One cannot catch one's prey without it. And I do believe I've snagged us quite the quarry. I started by asking around the markets as to where I might purchase crystals. I had no luck, of course. It's forbidden to trade in such things. But my uncharacteristic indiscretion just happened to attract the attention of those uniformed ruffians. They took me aside and said they could procure the crystal I sought if I proved I could pay for it.
So the pearl was your proof?
I thought they'd asked for more. A second-rate specimen like that would only fetch 500,000 or so. A small price to pay for admittance to the underworld. But enough about my little act of subterfuge. What did you discover?
That the supply of crystals has dried up of late. And some people seem to think they're being stolen. Meanwhile, members of Kupka's private guard have been spending money all over town. I'll wager those soldiers you've been talking to have been siphoning off crystals meant for elsewhere, and pocketing the profits.
I'll wager you're right.
We'll meet with them then, just as you arranged, and put an end to the trouble Lubor spoke of.
Ha! That preening popinjay thought this would be difficult. It just goes to show, one should never underestimate a Rosfield. We'll soon wipe that smirk off his face.
There are, quite literally, only 3 of us left.
I arranged to meet with the soldiers.
Why are you flexing our last name?
Velcroy, far from prying eyes.
The perfect place for a spot of double dealing.
I trust I can count on your support if things turn sour.
of course.
It is you, Clive, and Joshua. I don't think there is a single Rosfield left after what happened at Phoenix Gate.
I need to drink.
Me fucking too. I was about to go get water, but I decided to stay.
Fucking men of the wrong. Every time they pull their snouts out of Cook's trough is when they want to lord it over us.
That's why they're called the Men of the Rock. Because they work for Kupka. Why did that not click with me earlier? What the hell?
This river runs all the way to the southern seas. They used to load the crystal onto barges and sail it to the villages downstream. Before the canyons were lost to beasts and bandits. When I was a girl, I would wave to the boatmen as they set off on their long journey, and they would throw me sweetmeats in return. Such happy times.
It seems like it was a significantly happier place before Kupka got involved. Even so, not like the Olympia's government cared. Up through Briar's Kiss is the desert gate where we entered.
Do you think we'll be back soon? Need a new dress?
Fresh bread, warm from the oven.
My carpets have pride of place in...
Okay. Wait. Let's check on some other people fast. Let's get a move on. Why send us all the way out here? Also, how did Byron get these coordinates? Well, I understand why they sent us out here, but again, how did Byron get these specific coordinates? Thank you, Ambrosia. Ambrosia? Ambrosia? Fuck it.
I'll take it from here.
I was beginning to think you weren't coming, my lord. You've brought your contribution?
All the silver and stones I could scrape together at such short notice?
You brought the whole 500 talents.
That was the price we agreed upon, yes? If you've no objections, I'd like to see the crystal.
Of course. Right this way, my lord.
Not bad at all. You weren't lying about the clarity. But what of security? If I were to be stopped on the road, what guarantee have I that it wouldn't be seized as property of the Republic?
Because these crystals are no longer the property of the Republic. You're not buying from us. You're buying from them.
And we have no more jurisdiction here than you, my lord.
but we have ships and will gladly deliver to a port of your choosing now that our price has been met.
Royalists, eh? What brings you here?
Why, to collect their share of Drake's Fang's blessing, of course. Our nations are allies, and so they are entitled to a portion of the Mother Crystal's bounty. And, being such good friends, we elected to increase that portion and share the benefits. And now that these crystals are officially property of the Kingdom of Waloed, we are duty-bound not to interfere, no matter where they might happen to end up next.
Did you get all that? They're in cahoots!
So it would seem.
My lord, what is the meaning of this?
Double-crossing dogs. They're not here to do business. Kill them! Kill them both!
Wrong controller. This only proves the fact that they're holding. Could get past the gate. There's loyalists are here.
It's not over yet, Uncle. Good. I'm just getting warmed up.
That was not as smooth as I wish it was, but hey, we got it done. And we're level 31? Yes, we are. Okay.
Well, that wasn't too bad. How'd you like my performance, huh? I've often played the villain on the stage. I think I did the role justice. Don't you?
Greybeard, you were magnificent. The battle scene was particularly thrilling. Such a shame you didn't have more of an audience, but perhaps that's for the best.
How long have you been watching?
Long enough to witness your uncle's sordid transaction. I hardly expected one so venerable to degrade himself so thoroughly, buying one's way into the confidence of degenerates. Ingenious.
This was the trouble you spoke of. The men of the Rock taking crystals meant for the common folk and conspiring with the Royalists. Well, now it's over.
Indeed it is. The people of Dalamil had scarcely any means of redress against Kupka's men, let alone a foreign army. Until you two came along, that is. Well, we'd better get these crystals back to town. You won't mind waiting with them while I fetch a wagon. It occurs to me that I still don't know your name.
Clive.
So, Sid the Second is a Clive? I suppose it could have been worse. Well, Clive, you held up your end of the bargain, so I must do the same. Passage through the South Gate, was it not? To tell the truth, you've helped a little there too. Many of the guards have already been redeployed to deal with the issue of their missing comrades. And those left behind have been encouraged to look the other way should you attempt to pass through.
Thank you. And please allow me to cover your costs. You still have the purse I gave to the soldiers, I trust? I saw you pluck it from one of the bodies.
Oh, dear. Was I really so obvious?
And my name is not Greybeard. It is Lord Byron Rosfield, thank you very much.
No, thank you very much, Greybeard.
Double the...
Here, wear this.
Another random sticker on our chest. Desert Rose.
Any friend of mine who sees you with it shall be a friend of yours.
Thank you.
And please, feel free to send one of my Stoluses back to your people. Tell them that Rosina Dalamil is back in bed with Sid.
What I find really funny about this game, I wonder if there's any, like, fan art. Oh, wait. Okay, there's Stolus. I wonder if there's any fan art of Clive with a bunch of seals on his clothing from all these people he's been talking to.
I'm trusting you, Sid. Or should I say, Clive? So be sure not to let me down. I have a reputation to uphold. Well then, I wish you a safe journey south.
Thank you.
Not at all. It was my pleasure.
Come on, Uncle. Let's go.
Is it true what I'm hearing?
The finest fabric!
Two, count them, two side quests. I'll do these off camera. No, I'm not gonna want to play later. I'll do these now. I'm not gonna...
All those years of toil, every coin I've ever earned is tied up in this place.
You all right?
About
All right.
Let's just speed through these.
just look at the detail, the craftsmanship.
Made from the stoutest stoneware.
Needed to a silken soft. Bigger sniff, good sir. We trust.
even forged a button.
I wouldn't put it past.
Another random side quest.
I could give. I know how big. Trust Lubor to take a simple test and turn it into a riddle. I'd better get to it.
Yes, they're quite sought after. Lord Coop. Welcome, sir. Welcome.
I want to speed through these and make our way south.
Lights and pots! Hanging lanterns!
Ha! They've opened the gate!
Lubor was true to...
Bro, why are there so many fucking side quests?
His word.
The Fang now, at least.
Yeah, but what would be the...
What is it?
Sorry. Do you...
Hunter?
I have a question. Can you tell me what makes a good carving knife?
Has to be able to put up with some punishment.
So, a carving knife should be hard-wearing and hold an edge. Hardly a revelation. Let's hope Sava had better luck than I did.
Clive, you don't speed the fuck up while you're talking. You know what I mean?
Fresh bread, warm from the oven.
It would make
The finest fabrics, fresh from
Search the desert later, sir. Ah, fuck it, I'm closer anyways. Well, I'm 100 meters there, but I'm already next to the gate, so I may as well just get this over with. Ambrosia. Big lady. Let's go. How did she get here? Oh well.
Time to fight.
There's a way across here, right? Oh.
This is no good.
Oh, it's through the gate anyway. Well, this way. I didn't even know there was something here.
Come on. You deserve a rest.
Has finally made his move.
No, he hasn't. That nigga dead.
I expect that.
Do you crush it up or just...
Let's go.
Yeah, there's no passageway in from the outside. This is where we came from anyways when we first got here.
back to the stables, girl.
Bro, they're making me go fucking everywhere for this one random side quest.
Fresh bread, warm from the oven.
I'm getting over with so that it doesn't bother me that I don't have it completed. That's why I've done every single side quest in the game up until now, so that when I look at the map I don't have this urge to do it constantly that bothers me until the end of the game. I can just...
Ah, I'm not too late.
What is it, Looble?
A question that I neglected to ask earlier. Where is it that you're bound?
To Drake's Fang. To finish Hugo Kupka.
Just as I thought. Then allow me to share a secret. Drake's Fang is currently riddled with royalists.
We know.
Tolmeki and Waloed are allies, and as you've seen, their soldiers work hand in glove. But no nation has ever before allowed a foreign army to make a barracks of its holiest of holies.
Not by choice, at least.
And there's more. A man on the inside of the Fang has failed to report for several days. I fear there may be more trouble lying in wait for you on the road ahead.
Isn't there always?
If you're determined to beard the lion's den, then promise me one thing. That you will enter via the mines, where the guard is lightest. I've lost one Cid already. If I lose another, people will start to think me careless.
I don't plan on dying. Not before Kupka does, anyway.
Well, so long as you have a plan.
Drake's Fang should be just beyond these springs. Shall we press on?
This reminds me of the burn. I really hope Torgal's winning up well. Oh my god.
One rock looks a lot like another. Hopefully this is what Southern
Yeah,
needs.
I'm already here
Girl, the
anyway,
gate's
so...
open now, we can press on.
Come on.
What the hell are those things?
Bombs. Watch out. This will be a cinch.
By the flames. That explains the heat.
There's a lot of fucking bath bombs. Jesus. Bro. I got Torgal. More. Into the fire. little motherfucker. Okay. There we go. And that's that done. Extra XP. No matter how little it might be in the bigger picture.
Things down a bit. Let's hope it's enough to keep the baths from boiling.
Hit the 2-hour mark.
This is no good. Is it true what I'm hearing? The men of the rock have got
Sick.
my carpets have... Take a sniff, good sir. Needed to a silken softness.
Weights and pods!
There he is.
Masons!
The mat.
I'll use that move. Okay, that's everything here, right? Okay, we can continue playing the game.
Hanging lanterns. Keep it up.
We should get going soon. Do you have water?
Good girl.
Faster.
Come on, girlie.
Okay. Progress.
There it is. Drake's Fang.
Kupka will be hiding inside.
Along with goodness knows how many guards, all on highest alert. You'll need to keep your wits about you if you're to reach him. So be careful.
I will, Uncle.
Before you go, Clive, allow me to apologize. After what befell at Phoenix Gate and the crisis that followed in its wake, I fled. I retreated to my counting house and danced attendance upon the vicereine in the hope it would bring me favor. I betrayed my nation to save my skin, like the coward I am. And I'm sorry.
Uncle, please.
It's not too late, Clive. Rosaria is yours by right, and there are those that would help you to take it back. Had I the courage of my brother, I might already have done so. But that ship has sailed. You, however...
No. Forgive me, but I cannot. I fight to build a new world now. better world. Where men can live and die on their own terms. I was raised in a nation that strove to improve the plight of bearers. Only later did I realize that spark of freedom did not arise by chance, but was kindled by my father. You would see me follow in his footsteps. And that is exactly what I mean to do. Not by ruling Rosaria, but by extending his ideals to the whole of the twins. Though every soul in the realm may judge my actions heresy, I am certain my cause is just.
You really are just like him, you know. Thank you, Clive, for coming back to me. I am proud to call you nephew. Well then, this is where we must part ways. Wish me luck in convincing my Canvarian friend to share his considerable talents. I mean to plunder his coffers and prove myself worthy of a place in your merry band. Till then, my boy.
Till then, go safely, Uncle.
And you, nephew. We have much to catch up on, you and I. I shall expect you to regale me with the tales of all your adventures when next we meet. You can regale me too, Torgal.
I'm coming for you, Kupka.
I'm saving that entire cutscene. I'm saving that whole thing. Let's go kill Hugo Kupka. Drake's Fang, southwestern Dalmekia. Unlike the other mother crystals of Elistia that tower above the realm, Drake's Fang lies buried deep within a hollow crag scholars call a geode, because he's Titan. I wonder if they gave him Magitech hands. Sandbreck seems like they would have Magitech on them, and they would just be hiding it for the whole game. Yup, they gave him Magitech hands, I was fucking right.
Out of my sight, wench! I'll kill you, Rossfield! I'll rip out your heart! I'll tear you limb from limb!
Peace, Hugo. The table shan't hurt you any longer.
He sought to humiliate me. Me! If you hadn't interfered, he would be dead.
You truly believe you would have triumphed had the battle continued?
Titan would have ground him into dust.
And how would he have done that without his head?
Shut up!
You weren't strong enough, and you call yourself a dominant. Or rather, you did.
You mock me, Harbert.
Do you see, Hugo? You are weak.
Fuck!
But so long as that fire burns within you, there is still hope. There may yet be a way for you to take your revenge.
Tell me, what must I do? Please, I'll do anything. Just tell me.
I feel like they're gonna do the same thing with Hugo that they did with Varys in 14. They're gonna turn him into some kind of like monster powered by the Mother Crystal to fight Clive, and that's how we're gonna get our second fight against Hugo. I think that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna biologically terraform him like Grinwald and Stormblood or Varys and Endwalker.
The heart.
What of it?
Did I say biologically? Okay. I said biologically. I thought I said biologically without the G.
The crystal's heart is the most concentrated source of ether in all creation. Perhaps you could take advantage of that. Of course, the crystal would not yield her blessing to any ordinary man. But then, you are no ordinary man, are you, Hugo? Clive Rossfield stole your power, but others have suffered a similar fate, and still managed to find the strength to conjure their icon. Like Benedicta Harmon. She too drank of the ether and gained a power beyond human understanding.
Wait, what's this fucker's name? Lord Harbord.
Benedict. I'll do it. My love. I'll avenge you.
Run along now, Hugo. You need only follow the light. Muthos is here. Very well, it shall be so. You may leave everything to me, Your Majesty.
Did the royalists bring them from Ash?
Orcs. Jesus Christ. Okay. Well, for now, I'm gonna stop here. More than likely, I'm going to continue tonight, later tonight, and we're gonna go kill Hugo and then see if we can get properly into the Sandbreak stuff. But for now, I'm gonna pause here, and we're just gonna chill out. Yeah, we've been playing for an hour and a half, for 2 hours and a half. I think we can make the discretion here. So until then, either be later or tomorrow. Without further ado, this is Marshall679 Flash QM signing off. And I will see you all in the next one. Peace.